First off, Frazer, great to see you. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm in good spirits today, Andy. A bit rough yesterday, bit obviously really devastated with the decision, but I'm in good spirits. I feel like I proved a lot to myself. I proved a lot to other people, and I know moving forward from this, I'll be a lot better fighter. So, all good.
Have you watched it back?
No, I've not watched it, but yeah, I can bring myself to watch it back. Yeah, sometimes I struggle watching it back, but I will do eventually. And I'll pick the brains out of it. It's my own worst critic, so I'll just take the negatives in a minute. I won't take the positive yet.
Yeah, that's interesting for you to say, because I think everybody that's going to see you now, we're actually just watching it at the moment, everyone that sees you is probably going to congratulate you for such an incredible fight. I mean, people are already talking about it as one of the best non-world title fights and certainly one of the best British heavyweight title fights of all time. Is that any consolation at all?
Obviously, we know what it's like. Not to me. There's that low blow that wasn't even that low, really. Not to me, no. I wanted to win the fight. It's one of them things, Andy. I'm glad everyone enjoyed it. I'm glad everyone enjoyed the night. But for me, it's about winning the fight. It's just taking part and being in a good fight. It's not good enough for me personally. But like I say, there's a few things I can change. Definitely, I've definitely grown as a fighter. My first 12 rounder. I'm going to go for strength after this.
How many times did you think you had him, Frazer? Because both of you at this point, I can see, rocking and a rolling. You're both running on near empty. How many times did you think that you had him done and you were one punch away?
Yeah, there's a few times I feel like the fight had definitely got out of him, and I even think in the corner, I think they were considering, pulling him out personally, but he's a warrior. I'll give him that. Fabio Wardley's a warrior. He wanted to stay on. He wanted to fight, and if he was going to go out, he was going to go out on his back. And a couple of times, a few more shots, and if I didn't fall in, which I did a little bit towards the end, I think he would have been out of there.
We love the business, obviously, but we're also compassionate human beings. You obviously both need a rest. I think that's imperative. But now you've done it, and now you've done 12 rounds, and I think, like you said, I don't think many people can not say that you've proved yourself. Is it the rematch that you want next, or if he has to take a little bit longer, because I think the nose was a bad injury, how long do you want out before you're talking about getting back in there?
It's an interesting one, Andy. I've been back to the gym this morning and just done a little bit, just was doing little things. But I'd like to get back in the ring, definitely. I wanted to be against Fabio Wardley, but I believe that, the people that needed to see certain things from me, talking about the governing bodies in boxing, hopefully I'll get some good rankings just probably off the performance. And Fabio Wardley is what I want, but obviously he's going to have a bit of time out. I want to stay active. I like boxing. I'm used to boxing 20 times a year, and this 2-3 times a year is difficult enough as it is. So I'd like to fight again, but 100%, I think the rematch with Wardley is something that I want. I think the public would like to see it as well, but obviously he's right. I've seen a few things he said today. Ball still in his court, he's still the champion. But it's up to him and his team. I'm sure they'll make a decision. It's right with him, and I'll go my way, push for that fight. But if that's not to be, then I won't stick around. I want to keep the momentum and do my own thing.
Could you make the necessary adjustments to make sure you win the rematch? And if so, what are they?
Oh, 100%. I could take him out. I know that now. There's no secret about it. Fabio hits hard, and he really does. But I definitely wouldn't say he's the biggest puncher I've been in there with, but he's definitely right up there. So the right adjustments, I think probably just not falling in, falling a little bit. I knew what was coming. I knew that right hand was coming. I could probably defend that a little bit. And I think next time, I think I'd go for it early on. I really would.
I've been up and seen your family and that part of the world. Have you been for a drink in the Wiggy yet? And surely in the local pub, you're not going to have to buy a drink for the foreseeable future, if ever, surely.
Yeah, I made it down to the Wiggy last night, to see everyone, and it was fantastic. So many people that was there for me in the night. So many people came to the O2, and so many people watched it in Burton-on-Trent, Swan & Co. So it's just good. I tried to get around and see everyone, and I managed to do a few people, not everyone yet. But it's unbelievable. The support I've got back home is amazing. And now I have to buy a drink for a long time. But to be honest, I'm having too much drink because I'm not going to slip this moment now. I'm gonna really, really put everything into my career, and really, really put everything in the next training camps, and you'll see a better version of Frazer Clarke next time in the ring.
Brilliant. Well, I'm going to let you go because I feel like it's been about 9 weeks of build-up. You've had the fight and we still want a piece of you. But all I can say is someone that can speak for the fans, because not everyone's going to have a chance, but thank you to both of you for just giving so much of yourself in an absolute classic. That is what makes people fall in love with boxing, and we all owe you a thanks. So it was brilliant to watch, and congratulations. It wasn't a win, but it wasn't a loss.
Thank you, Andy. It's all for the love of boxing, mate. Thank you very much.